And of course, we have to talk about it. The Logan Paul box break of the first edition base set. Did you watch it? It was very, very late for us. I didn't watch it on my side because I think it was like at 3 or 4 a.m. in the night. And as much as
I think it started at 4 a.m. for you, I think. 3 a.m. for me, or 2 a.m. Yeah, crazily late. But I did. I'm not a Logan Paul fan, but I didn't plan to. I did. I stayed up, watched it, and it was a bit sickening to see a £1 million box or $1 million box of cardboard being opened up. And as much as I love Pokémon, it was a bit surreal, really.
I think you could see the thrill as well from Logan while he was holding the cards, and like at the moment when he pulled the Charizards, you could definitely see him, like his hands were shaking and like a bit scared because he was carrying so much value in his hand at that moment, and of course he didn't want to damage anything. So there was definitely a lot on the table during that opening.
Yeah, and as you can see, he pulled all the starters. He pulled 2 Charizards, a Blastoise, and a Venusaur. So it was quite the box. And I think unfortunate. Which was unfortunate for him. He opened, I think, like the first 3 packs, and he got a Clefairy, Charizard,
Chansey. He got like 3 Chansey.
Chansey. Yeah. That's it. Sorry, Chansey. It was like Chansey, Charizard, Chansey, and then it was like Charizard, then Blastoise, and it was just mental. Like the first hour.
It was crazy. Yeah, the first few packs. I think a third pack was containing the Charizard, and then the second Charizard came like at the 10th pack. And then what do you do with the 25 left?
Yeah, I know. I think, he saw it and was like, well, the odds are there's only going to be 12 hollows in this, and there's like 20 packs left. So yeah. I think what was really unfortunate though is that it was a great box for the people who got a hollow, because there were some great hollows pulled.
Yeah.
But for the non-hollows, they were shocking. It was mostly trainer cards, trainer items, and so very unfortunate for those people paying 40k for those packs. Yeah,
well, I mean, it was a different audience this time. We know that it was not necessarily the collectors. We know that Unlisted Leaf didn't get his pack this time. We know that Randolph Pokemon didn't get his pack this time. So it was people who, I guess, cared a bit less about the pool that they were going to get, and a bit more about being part of the event. But I agree with you. I think I've watched it on replay, and all the big things are happening in the beginning, and by the end it gets a little bit boring, if I may say, compared to the beginning, because with such a strong start, where can you go after? And I think even like the level of energy of Logan was a bit lower, if I may say, by the end. Like I remember him pulling the Mewtwo. I think it was the very last pack, pulling the Mewtwo, and I was like, there's a Mewtwo, and it was not like oh my gosh, like with the Charizards.
Yeah, I think you make a very interesting point about the audience, and God, 99% of all the people who bought the packs were crypto investors. Every shout out was an ad, and it was like, come and check out my crypto business and buy crypto through my website and follow me on Instagram because I talk about crypto. And it's just like, oh my God, like it's so annoying. But the highlight of the shout out was this guy called Jesse, I believe, and he shouted out Randolph, and he had bought 2 packs, and unfortunately didn't get a hollow. Yeah, he bought 2 packs, and he gave a 80k shout out to Randolph.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Like Leon Hart, Unlisted Leaf, none of those YouTubers got the shout out, but
wow,
really insane.
UK was strongly represented during the box break. Then that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. What else can we say about this box break? Yeah, you wanted to talk about the different people who were in the room at that moment, aside from Logan.
So yeah, Logan got a new expert, or I should say, in commas, experts in the room to give pricing info and information on the quality of the cards that were being pulled. So yeah, it was the CEO and founder of Golden Auctions.
Okay.
The auction site which auctioned off the 24 packs for this box break. And yeah, it was obviously a massive conflict of interest. Every card that this guy was given, he was like, this is a 10, 100%, flawless. And a lot of the cards did look good, but the second Charizard that was pulled, you could see it had some centering issues. And he was like, oh, this is flawless, this is a 10, this is going to be worth $750,000. And it's like, you're only saying this because you want to inflate the prices of Pokemon cards that come through your website.
Yeah.
Which, and the more value that they sell at, the higher the buyer's premium is. So, yeah, it was just another collectibles guru type
trying to make some money on the hobby. Yeah. And now that you mention it, I'm actually interested to see if these golden auctions are still selling Pokemon cards right now. But
well, yeah, he actually gave an anecdote about a Charizard that is currently up for sale, and that Charizard was up for sale while the live stream was going, and he's like, it's like 400k now, and it's going to end on Monday evening. We believe it's going to go for $800,000 or something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, just really pushing it.
Yeah.
But if you move on, we had the delight of seeing Collectibles Guru. He made it. He found his way onto the stream.
He made it back. Man.
He's like a boomerang. No matter what happens, he always comes back.
I know a lot of people were happy not to see him in the trailer for this event, because when Logan released the first video at the beginning of February, you could see a lot of collectors that were really heavily into the hobby. I remember people being very happy seeing faces that they knew, and also being very happy that he was not among the faces in this video, because I mean, this guy has quite the reputation, let's say. After the first box break, there was a bit of a few like scandals related to this guy, and pretty much everybody realized that he was not a genuine Pokemon collector, and that he was not really caring so much about whether it is a Pokemon that he likes or not, to say it politely. So yeah, it's pretty much one of the antagonists of the Pokemon hobby right now.
Yeah, but, I think the audience of the box break this time around is probably more welcoming to him, because if all the ads were targeting people who love crypto, this guy he is crypto, this is where he found his fame.
Yeah.
So yeah, people probably wasn't too annoyed to see him if they were watching. But
and it was at the very end when there was the least amount of people, right?
Yeah, so that was fortunate.
Yeah, good for him.
But what's really annoying is he did get that really nice
Mewtwo,
first edition Mewtwo, which is one of my favorite cards. So quite annoying that someone like him got that.
Yeah, that would be my number 4 after the 3-star. Would be the Mewtwo, and yeah. So what do you think? Do you think we're going to see another first edition base set box break anytime soon from Logan again? We know that he has a couple of boxes still.
Yeah, he did say this could be an annual event.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's weighing up the options to see if there is demand for one to happen in the next few months. But I don't think there's any milestones which would, give him the sort of reason to do another box break. And I don't think, I think for him to make the money back, the hype needs to be in the hobby.
Yeah.
And they need people to be watching, because these people are not going to pay X amount of money or 40K for another pack if only 10 to 50,000 people watch it. This time round they were quite fortunate, and they had, I think, 250,000 concurrent viewers at one point. But yeah, if he can't keep that viewership up, then yeah, the interest is not going to be there from the buyers.
Yeah, and we have to keep in mind that Logan Paul is not a Pokémon collecting channel. It's how do you call that? An all-rounder kind of entertainer that does a lot of
YouTuber.
YouTuber. But Adlessedly is also a YouTuber, but I mean, I've seen videos that he made on his channel with the Marvels, or also doing stuff regarding entrepreneurship, and so it's really touching a little bit of everything. So I think his channel is not the right place for long-lasting and regular Pokemon content, but like you say, if it's like once a year, maybe it's going to do it again. But seeing how the level of energy that he had at the end of the video, to be honest, I don't think this time around he went to bed thinking I have to do it again.
Yeah.
But,
And I think in the video he did announcing that he was doing another box break. You could sense that video of him searching and seeking for those new boxes was done very shortly after the first box break. So he probably had that buzz, and he was like, right, I need to stay on this, and obviously work behind the scenes to get those boxes. But Joe, what, even if he doesn't do any other box breaks, he's made his money back. He made $1 million off the sale of the box, plus he made 5 to 6 million apparently on NFT crypto off the back of it.
Okay.
And he's got 5 first edition books. Yeah, 5 first edition booster boxes left.
Yeah.
And he opened the one that was opened previously as well. So he's got 5 other booster boxes now, which are mint.
Which are also the most risky in a way, because nobody checked if the packs were legit. But and what did I want to say? Okay, it's just never mind. I was thinking of the first edition boxes. And the fact that people might actually get a little bored now by it. I mean, it's the second time that it happens within a few months, and I think the hype is still there. But yeah, I mean, if we see this kind of events happen too often as well, I think the viewership is going to reduce as well slowly, and the interest is going to move away a little bit. But what I wanted to say, I remember now, sorry, is that now that he has this pedigree with the PSA, it would make sense that he still does it in the future, like not for himself, but like open it for other people again. So there's arguments for both sides.
Yeah, and another point on that, actually, I don't know if you are aware, they actually had a PSA representative at the event.
Yeah, I think...
Sorry. Yeah, they actually then took the cards directly to PSA to get graded straight away, with apparently an armed guard. Obviously, the cards are worth $1 million, if you think about it. But yeah.
Some local card shops are getting robbed for less than that, huh? So
true. Yeah, it's crazy stuff happening. But I think another interesting point that was made during the stream is the guy's name is Mike. You know, the guy that does this stuff with him, who sat next to him. He was saying, because he was talking to the expert, and the expert was saying, well, this Charizard is going to grade a 10, and we believe it's worth $750,000. And by the time they pulled a second one, he's like, well, that's $1.5 million. And he was like, actually, you've made a loss on this box because you sold it for $1 million, but the value of the cards inside is worth more.
It's still higher. Yeah. It's crazy when you think about it. When you think about the price the boxes were sold for, which was around $350K each, and when you think of the the value of the cards that are being pulled from the box. It's a multiplier again by I don't know 5 or 6.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy when you think about it. So yeah, so a good operation for Mr. Paul. And I mean, considering the success of this event, even though the viewership was not that much higher than the first box, I think that's something that is that we are going to see again in the future, if not by him, by others, because it's we found an event that is going to bring viewers, bring people to bid or to give their money, and I think it's not the last time we see a box break of the first edition base set on YouTube.